Want to see something new? Don't watch WWE Extreme Rules then. And welcome back to the channel, everybody. I am Brant Fowler, and this is another episode of Monday Musings, and I'm talking about some stuff today. Last night was WWE Extreme Rules, and honestly, one thing I will say is every match on the card, or at least most of the matches on the card, were fun to watch. They were exciting. They were wall-to-wall action. It was some really good stuff. Even the shortest of the matches, Kevin Owens and Dolph Ziggler, was fun to watch because of how it happened and what Kevin Owens said afterwards. The opener with Shane McMahon and Drew McIntyre versus Undertaker and Roman Reigns was better than I thought it would be, that match. The Cesaro Aleister Black match, that was one of the highlights of the night for me. Oh my goodness, that was such a good match. I was texting Chris during the match before that, and that one started, and I just stopped talking to him completely because I wanted to watch that match. No, it was just that good. And so every match on the card was really solid. Now, that brings us to the main event. And the main event was Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch versus Lacey Evans and Baron Corbin. It's like, okay, you know, I know what the internet says about Baron Corbin. I think he's actually really good in the ring, and I think he's a heel that you hate, right? And so if you're getting hate or you're getting love, you're doing your job. If you're getting no reaction, that's when you have to worry. But he gets booed out the building, so i.e. good heel. That's the way it works. Sorry, people. But I actually think he does a good job at what he does, and he is a good wrestler. And they put on a pretty good match. And, you know, Lacey, I'm not totally sold on her yet, but still, there was some nice spots in that match and everything. And if you haven't seen WWE Extreme Rules yet, I'm going to spoil something right now. So you might want to fast forward or come back later if you've been living under a rock and don't know yet. Brock Lesnar cashed in the Money in the Bank contract and won. So Brock Lesnar is once again your reigning, defending, undisputed Universal Champion. And here I thought that Heyman and Bischoff coming in were going to shake things up and do things differently. I hope that's still to come. You can see some elements of it seeping in here and there. The stuff Kevin Owens said, the stuff between Kofi and Samoa Joe, the Braun Strowman, Bobby Lashley stuff. They're starting to push the envelope a little bit and push those boundaries. But man, this was the same old crap, man. You know, and we'll see what happens from here. I'm not gonna hate on it and say it's the worst thing ever, and it didn't ruin the pay-per-view for me. I thought all the matches and the performers on the card were very good. It was just that one moment that tarnished my overall enjoyment of it because of the outcome of that match, or that cash in or whatever. So yeah, Brock Lesnar again. When will we see him again? We might see him on Raw tonight. After that, SummerSlam maybe. He usually only does every other pay-per-view though, so who knows. Anyway, speaking of good things to watch though, Lisa and I binged Stranger Things Season 3 over the weekend, and man, it was good. It was so good. I want it to come back already. It wasn't long enough for me. I love this show, and I don't want to spoil it too much because that's one of those things you really don't want to spoil. I will say that every character had their moment in this season, as it should be, and there was a lot of character growth. There were some tragic things that happened. It was probably the most violent of the seasons, and yeah, it left it open for another one when it comes back, even though everything changed. And then, of course, you get the never-ending story moment. And if you haven't seen it, when you see it, you'll know what I'm talking about. And that was awesome. But yeah, overall, I thought it was very well done. I am hooked on the show, and I want more now. And finally, today is the final day of the Secrets of Willowmyst Kickstarter. We are, I think the last I checked, we were 184% funded. We blew through 5 stretch goals, and we are just sitting here just enjoying the moment, waiting to see what happens when it's all said and done. As I'm recording this, we have about 8.5 hours, give or take, to go before this thing is over, and it's very exciting. We're very thrilled, very happy. Thank you if you visited the page, if you shared the page, if you liked any of the posts or any of the videos that have talked about it, if you backed it, of course, thank you so much. And if you haven't, and this is the first time you're hearing about the Secrets of Willowmyst, it is an all ages fantasy comic about a fairy named Alex who thinks she's the only one of her kind left, until she runs into Tavin, another fairy, and starts unraveling some mysteries. Thus, the Secrets of Willowmyst begin. And it's a great opener. Art by Iwan Nazif, who draws How to Train Your Dragon for Titans, the Mass Effect 3, White Widow, if you're familiar with that on Kickstarter, and so much more. And Lisa's the writer. I did the lettering and the logo design, and yeah, so we're over the moon about how well this campaign has gone, and we're so excited because now we have extra funding that we're going to put right into issue 2 and keep on trucking with that. So it's amazing, and we're humbled. So thank you. And that's going to wrap it up for this episode of Monday Musings. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe and notification bell so you get updates on all the content going up to this channel. I might do a video on Evolve and Fight for the Fallen later on in the week. I haven't watched either one of them yet. I've watched one match of Evolve. I haven't watched either one of them fully yet, though. So I will report back with that, maybe. Don't hold me to it, but it might be coming. But anyway, you can follow me at Brant Fowler on Facebook and Twitter, at Last Number Press on Instagram, and lastnumberpress.com/Kickstarter for the Kickstarter. And you can catch me every Tuesday night over on Comic Frontline for Frontline Live, where we talk about our top 5 and everything. So definitely tune in for that. And until next time, thanks for watching. Be good.